Why does divorce often hit men harder, even when we weren't the ones asking for it? You know, many men, we don't see it coming. We don't process it early, and we don't have the emotional social structure in place when it actually finally comes, when that marriage ends. I'm here to explain why that gap exists and why it matters. In many long term marriages, women begin emotionally, they'll emotionally detach long before the divorce is mentioned. You know, they think about it, they talk it through with friends, they talk it through with relatives, and they evaluate options internally. Men often interpret the absence of conflict. We see if there's no fighting, everything's good. If she isn't openly upset, we just assume things are fine. So when the divorce is brought up, we experience it as sudden. It's a sudden event. For her, it may have been developing for years. That timing difference is the first reason divorce impacts us men differently. Second, men and women are conditioned differently. We know that. When it comes to emotional processing, women are more likely to verbalize dissatisfaction at something. They'll do it early and they'll build support networks soon. Where us men, we're more likely to compartmentalize and focus on external things, our responsibilities. When the marriage ends, she's already processed part of her grief. She's gone through that. For us, it's just the beginning. And that delay compounds the shock for us. And then we also identify our structure, our identity. We identify heavily into the role as the husband and the provider. And when that role disappears, the loss it just isn't. It's structural for us. You know, Women also are more statistically more likely to maintain emotional and social networks. She'll do that outside the marriage. With us, we build those things later on, if we ever build them. And sometimes after divorce forces us to, you know, we don't keep in track, we don't keep up with them because we go into isolation. We're famous for that. We'll become isolated, where women are out with their friends. We're sitting there alone, at home alone, and that isolation can hit us quickly. I mean, quickly. We just go from being normal to being a hermit inside our house. This isn't about saying men are victims and women are the ones who have it easy. No, I'm not saying that at all. Because women really face real challenges after divorce, too. But the impact differs in shape for us. Because, men, we're more likely to experience depression and health decline. It happened with me. I was extremely depressed. After my divorce, I was super depressed. And I know many, many men who were the same. And we are very, very timid on admitting that. Our health will go down because we're doing nothing but staying inside. And we're less likely to seek therapy, where women will. They'll reach out to people. They'll seek help where we won't. We're less likely to discuss any emotional distress with anyone. We don't like to do it openly. We suppress things. We feel suppression removes the pain. It doesn't, it just delays it. It's always there. Okay. And it will often show up in other areas, like we'll have risky behavior, poor health choices. We make impulsive decisions. We do a lot of things. But one thing I see too is society perception of men and women in divorce. You know, Society frames women as someone who is rebuilding, as someone who, I don't want to say a victim, but is there for support. and we're often framed as the party that's responsible for the divorce, for the breakdown of the marriage, even if that's not true. But that's just the way society looks at it, you know? And that influences how much empathy and support one party will receive. Every time you'll see it, women will have support networks. Everyone comes out to support her. Men, not so much, because they look at us as responsible for everything that happened in the divorce. And we contribute also to that. We contributed it by assuming stability equals happiness. We don't engage emotionally with our partner when small problems appear. We just believe by providing is the same as connecting with her. And because of that, stuff doesn't work out, and then society as a whole looks at that and assesses us blame. So, us as men, what should we kind of take from this? What should we do? If you're married, I would say don't confuse if she's quiet and she's withdrawn, don't confuse that as a healthy marriage. You need to engage earlier with her. You need to break down those barriers because that's her way of expressing dissatisfaction. Pay attention to those emotional distances, before it becomes something permanent. And if you're divorced, hey, recognize it. Recognize that you may have not seen those things, okay? But you can still see them in your next partner. Recognize her signs because ignoring those things, it's not going to protect you, because like I said, it's women are just hardwired different than men. We are. So you have to understand how they communicate and what they want and they desire for to make a marriage work or any type of relationship. And it's incumbent upon them to do the same for us. It's a 50-50 partnership. And I would say if you're in the middle of a divorce, okay, understand that feeling, if you have a feeling of you're just in chaos right now, that nothing's stable for you, your world is circling the bowl. Okay, that doesn't mean you're weak. It just means you're adjusting to a new structural loss. You're seeing what it's going to be like after the divorce, but you can control it. Okay, you can. And if you already are divorced, like I said, take those lessons from your marriage and apply them to your next relationship so it doesn't end up the same way. Okay, divorce affects men differently. Okay, because the timing, the conditioning, and the identity structures, they're all different for us. Okay, if you understand that, you stop asking yourself, why didn't I see this coming? And then you start asking, what do I do to build that relationship back up now? That shift is the difference between, a declining relationship and one that you're saving. Guys, if you connected to this video in any fashion, please give it a like or a subscribe. But more importantly, please, please, please leave a comment, so other older men like myself, we can all learn from each other. We can learn from our mistakes, our successes, and we will never, never leave an older man behind. We will always lift that person up. And remember, guys, there is a life after wife. Until the next one.